Alright, you guys, it has been a couple hours since I've put this on. Hold on one second. I'm gonna say a couple things. I can definitely feel it on my face. It is very drying. I do believe it is set more in my pores and in my fine lines. Like, it feels like a tightening mask. That's the one thing I can compare it to, is a tightening mask. And I don't really like the feeling of it. Right now I don't like it. It is very dry outside though, so I'm thinking maybe if I had a little bit more moisture in my skin, so if I would have prepped it yesterday, you know, did like a hydrating mask or whatever, it might feel better, and that might be the reason why it feels really drying on me, is because my face is a little dry. But my face isn't extremely dry, so I don't know. But so it's been about 2 hours. I can feel it. It's weird. I do feel like I have a face mask on, and a tightening one, and that I need to peel it off. That it's completely dry and it's tightening my, it's hard to explain. That's the easiest way I can explain it, is the tightening mask thing. But we'll be wearing it for the next 5 hours while I'm at work, and then we will see exactly how it sits, how it sets. I haven't seen any flaking. I haven't seen any spots. But I don't think this is going to be something that I repurchase. I really don't, because I don't like how it sits on my skin, and I feel like with like the Happy one, which is just what I've been using recently, it's not a matte foundation though. So you have to think about that, is this is a matte foundation. That is not a matte foundation. And this is more full coverage, and that one's not. So I don't know, we're gonna have to see exactly how everything goes, but I'm not 100% against it, but I'm not 100% for it either. Alright, you guys, it is now 8:30. It's been another 4 hours, so it's been about 6 hours since I put this on. 5 or 6 hours. It is really drying, I'm gonna say that. I asked a couple other people, like my sister. She said she didn't see it going into my fine lines. I'm noticing mostly this one right here that it is falling into. So I don't know. It's just, it bothers me. It is really drying. So do not wear this in the winter months. Maybe in the summer it would be a little better when my face isn't as dry. But I mean, it's not a horrible foundation. I do think it is long wearing. I haven't seen any patchiness. I haven't seen any holes in it. But it is a matte foundation. If you have dry skin, do not use this. I would consider very good skin. I mean, I try to drink a lot of water. I try to do this and that. I mean, ever since my pregnancy, it has been very, very good skin. So that being said, am I going to be like, this foundation is the best, use it, everyone? No, I'm not. It's very dry. It's very matte. It's something that you cannot work with. You have to put it on in sections. You can build on top of it, not a ton, but you can a little. So I mean, I'm gonna give it like a C. I have better foundations that I like and that I will use more. So, but yeah, I'll do another check-in before I take it off, and we'll see how easy this is to take off. But it did stay pretty well when I set it with powder. So I mean, it might be a really, really good, like, summer sweaty foundation. I mean, it's not horrible foundation. It is kind of pricey for, well, it's not even really that pricey. $18. I'll have to compare it against another foundation that's about the same price point, but it is making my lips extremely dry. But of course, it is the summer, so, or it is the winter, so you never know. I'm liking how it is. It matched my skin tone, like, perfectly. Like, and is the lightest shade, so, but I mean, everything's set really well on top of it. It's just the fine lines that I'm not liking. Like right here, you can see all of that right there. Right there. I mean, that one I'm okay with. I mean, see, like, all of those usually do not sit with a regular foundation. So that is the one drawback, is it will sit in your pores, and it will exaggerate your wrinkles. Okay, you guys, this is day 2 of the foundation. I'm liking it more today.
than I did yesterday. So I think just yesterday it was extremely cold, but I put it on this morning. I'm at work right now pumping. So we're gonna have to see exactly how this sets for the rest of the day. But it actually hasn't been too bad. It's been a lot better today than it was yesterday. But I prepped my face this morning a little bit more. I put some MAC Fix Plus before I primed this morning. So I think that helped a lot. So I think that was one thing, like, if I'd like this foundation to continue to use it, that's what I'm going to need to do. So we'll be doing another check-in at the end of tonight, and we'll see exactly how this stays on, but it stayed on pretty good. I put this on at, about 9:30 this morning, and right now it is like 5 o'clock, so it's been staying on really, really well. Alright, so I was just about to finish editing this video, and I just realized that I never did an ending to my review / wear test. So, one thing I'm going to say, yes, it is drying, and if you do not prep your skin for that, it's going to feel drying, and you're not going to like it. I did not like it the first night, and I did not prep my skin for that, because I normally wouldn't, so I wanted to try it out in a normal fashion. The second day, I did prep my skin for that, and it was a lot better. It felt better on my skin. That's right, Jason. So overall, I do like the foundation. I will continue to use it. I don't know if I'll instantly buy it again when I am out, like I have a couple other foundations. But overall, it wasn't horribly bad. It wasn't the best, but I think there are also some other drugstore foundations that do work really well that could be cheaper or around the same price point. But it is a matte foundation. It is very drying. It is buildable, and you do have to work in sections, which for me, I already work in sections, so it doesn't really matter to me. But people who don't, that might be really rough for them. Overall, like, if I had to rate this out of like 5, I'd probably give it like 4. It's not the best foundation. It's not the worst foundation. And I mean, they have a big shade range, so that's really nice too. And they had my shade that I didn't have to pretty much mix or do anything else with. But yeah, so that's all I have for this review. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave those down below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, join the Savings Army, never pay retail again. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Jason. Say, if you want to see more pictures of me and more videos of me, follow me on Instagram, because that's what my Instagram is from now on. See you, bye.